Right guys, I've been waiting to do this video for quite a while now. I've been putting it off, but now it's time for it to come out. In this box I have got a new DCC system. This is what we've got. We have got the Roco. That one is 10814, whatever that means. Let's have a look. 10814 is right, it's a modem. Okay, right, so let's see what's in the other box. Put that on there and we'll have a look in this box. This box we've got a Z21 start. Now then, this is the grey one, this is the small Z21. So we've got instructions. Let's put that box out of the way. I purposely ordered a couple of spare connectors at the same time. And there she is, Z21 start. Now then, there's two Z21s, one with a small Z, one with a large Z. The large Z is a black one. This is what you get in the start sets. This is like the mini version of the Z21 really. It's got all the functions of the black one, but there's several things missing. On the back we have more ports on the black one. On this one I've just got an R bus, a B bus, the LAN cable which will go to the modem, got the power in and the track. On the black version you get the track, you get the programming track, and I believe there's a sniffer port on the back as well. But I wanted a cheap setup just to replace what I'm using at the minute. If I like the Z21 I may upgrade to the black one. We'll see how we get on with it. So this is more me trial and erroring and see if I like the system. I'm hoping it'll work better. The actual controller you use, it's off your telephone or your iPad or your Android tablet. That's what I liked about it. I like the fact you've got a graphical interface, you can see what you're doing. So let's have a look at this. Now then, as pointed out, no track programming. So that means it programs a track through the main. Now then you're asking, is that a risk to my controllers? Well, to be honest, from what I can gather, the voltage output of the 21 is 1 volt less than your transformer. So let's have a look. This is what I've been sent. It's obviously an adapter plug there, and the voltage on this is 18 volts. Now then, I know full well that my old system, my Zimo system, that pumps out 18 volts. There is a cure to this. We can actually do what you call a diode ladder, and I will show you what that is in a minute. We will have a go at building one, and we'll just try and knock a couple of volts off it really, just to make it a little bit easier. With it being engaged, I just want to be a bit more careful, so we'll do that. So we'll make a diode ladder, a diode ladder, that's me getting it wrong. Cable to my track, I've just got some that I've clipped off a plug actually, off some appliance. It's just 3-core wire. I'm going to strip it back. We're just going to use 2 cores of it. I'll put that to my usual plugs. We'll plug it in. We'll see what happens. I think that's going to be the easiest way for now, guys. It's all trial and error. So at this point, I might even read the instructions. You never know. We'll see how we get on. Right then. So at this point, we'll try and set her up, and we'll go from there. Right guys, I am going to plug it in for the first time because I just want to measure the voltage first and see what it gives without this diode ladder. So, bring things online, we'll see what happens. Well, that's a good start. I have a blue light. What's this do? Oh no, it's coming on. I can see it, some form of light there. Right, so we should have power to the track. So I'm going to get my multimeter out. First thing I need to do is we need to turn it on. We need it on an AC voltage. So at 20 volts, hopefully AC, and let's see what happens. So currently I am getting 10 volts. Okay, 10 volts. I'm happy with that. Right, 10 volts, 10.5 volts I'm reading off her. On that score, I'm not going to bother with a diode ladder, I don't think. So next thing, install the software on my tablet. Let's see if we can read this thing. Right guys, we're going to get a little bit technical now. I have got all that plugged in. Word of warning guys, make sure that your cable goes into the right hole at the back. So there we go. So that's plugged in. Got my tablet. I need to connect my tablet up now. Right then, we've got the tablet. So first thing we need to do is find the right network. So I'm going to click on the Z21 network and we're going to put a password in it. Let's see if she finds it. Connected, no internet. That's good. That's what we want. So now we need to find the Z21. Come out of that. Let's go for that one. There we go. It says it's connected. That's brilliant. Right, vehicles. We've got all the stuff that comes on the vehicles. So I don't really want all that as of yet, but for now we'll just deal with it. So what do we want to do? Suppose we want to add, let's go into C3 programming. Loco. Right. Don't really like that. Okay. Well, let me out of that. Right. Try vehicles. That's always a good start. Let's plus one in. We'll plus a loco in. New loco number miles per hour. Basic information, it's currently on 3. Okay. What do I want to do now? I want to program it. Don't want it on 3. Let's see if we can get it out of that. Command station. Loco. Go to manual. Right, here we go. Loco address. Program address. Right. Right, we want to change that. And we want to change it to 6611. 6611. 6611. Set. Right, hopefully that should be good. So we've changed number, come back out of that, got vehicles, so we want to add one, loco address, 6611, enter. Oh, I could have done it that way. Okay. We'll come out of that. Try that one. Try that one. That's the fella we want. See if she works. There we go. It's working. So, we've managed to change the address now. Fumbled through it. Typical guy. Next job, read the instructions, and then we'll try and go through all the menus, and I'll try and understand it a bit more. So we'll see how we get on with that. Right guys, I think I've sussed out how to add these locos to the roster. So we're going to go on to vehicles. As you can see, one or two added there now. Eddie the Engine's also got his picture. But we're going to add this Class 66 I've got. So I'm going to click on plus, go on to locos. And we know it is 6622. Now this is useful, it will actually let me program that as a loco code. I don't need to because it's already in, so I'll press cancel on that one. So we've got the number in, we'll give it a name. Don't add a category, do we? Not yet. Right, so let's give it a name. EWS 66222. As you know, my decode address, I always use the first two numbers of the class of the loco and the last two numbers are of the loco, so in this case it's 6622. Right, I'm going to put it onto miles per hour and I'm going to give it a picture. So we'll go onto the camera, so we'll pick its camera and we'll try and take a picture of it. So here goes. This is always going to be fun. Right, we've got a picture. So we'll use that for now. It's very blurry, but it'll do me for now. I can always update the pictures. So we're going to press crop. There we go. Flip you back. So we've got 6622. It's on speed step. Right, we're going to go into functions. These are your different columns, so you can actually have up to 30 functions programmed on these. So you can see you've got different columns. But I'm going to go column 1. We're going to select the first hole in column 1, and it wants to be a switch, so and then we'll give it a symbol. We need to, it wants to be function 0 for the lights to be on, and that should be it. So we'll come back down, and what we'll do is we'll move the loco onto the test track and we'll see if she works. So we'll do that next. Right then, we're back on the track now. So we're going to play, and we want it on 6622, and let's see if the lights work. Lights are working. Give it some juice, and away she goes. We can change direction and bring it to stop. That's that bit working. So I've got another cunning idea that I'd like to show you first, of how to add another loco in very quickly. Right then, I have another class 66 to add to the roster. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into vehicles. This time I'm going to select my Freightliner. I go down to the bottom. Let's put it onto the right thing. Go down to the bottom. I'm going to duplicate it. So there we go. We've got a copy of it now. So we'll select the copy. And this time I'm going to change its number to 6681. We don't need to program it because it's got that number. We need to change its name, so we'll delete that. So it's now an EWS 66181. That's what it's going to be. It's on mouse power. To change the picture, press the picture, go back onto camera again, go back onto that, in we go again. Let's see what we can get this time. Still a fuzzy picture, but I'm not worried. This is just a demonstration, guys. We'll sort all that out in a bit. We'll get some nice pictures on it. So again, crop the picture, and it's cropped. Now then, you ask, why did I duplicate it? Right, the reason being is that the Freightliner I set up with some sound functions, and it's just a Hornby TTS Class 66 sound chip. If you go onto this one, you can see I've got some sound functions already in, so it's took all the same sound functions because this 66 is using the same sound chip. So if we come out of that, like that, we'll go back onto the vehicles, and what we'll do is we'll move you back down to the test track and I'll show you it working, guys. Right, so we're back on the test track now. So go into drive mode, get the right 66 because I've got a couple now. This is 6, try that one, 66181. There we go, lights work. So I'll put the driver in. There we go. We'll stop it there. Turn off the engine. And turn off the lights. So there you go, guys. So you can actually duplicate a chain roster. If you know you've got the same sound chip or the same sound setups in another loco, duplicate it, change the numbers, change the picture, job done. Saves you tapping in all those functions in again. So that's just another thing I found on this. There are a couple of other little things as well that are useful, but we'll have a look at that in a bit. But next I'm going to take you over and we're going to try something a little bit different and see if we can get that working. Right then, guys, to be honest, I felt that this video was starting to get a bit long. There's a lot to this Z21. I know I fumbled a bit in the first half of the video, but you know what us blokes are like, we just plug it in, see what we can do. We think we know better, don't we? But nah, got to read the instructions at some point. One thing I haven't shown is entering a passcode. That's because when I bought this, it was already plug and play. I actually got it from Manchester Model Shop. Got it through a well-known auction site, as you can imagine, and it was advertised as plug and play, and as you saw, it was plug and play. But I do believe that you do get a passcode when you get these things from Germany or from other places as well, and it's a case of follow the instructions, put the passcode in, happy days, then you should get to what I got basically, and it should work. So yes, I fumbled through it a little bit, but we got there in the end. I managed to get some locos on there. Now then, I've split this video into two parts simply because the second part I wanted to revisit the trap voltage. I don't think 10.5 volts is right, so I'm going to have a closer look at that. And also in the next part I came up with an idea of putting the app onto my laptop. So instead of controlling the trains off the mobile phone or the tablet, I'm going to control it off my PC. So I've got a cunning plan there. So the next part I'm going to show you how to install it on your laptop and how to make it work off your laptop. It's just another idea I've had. I know people have done it, but I have not seen it done. So I have a crack at that as well. There's a lot more to this system as well. I will have a quick look through some of the other menus at the end of part 2 as well. And I'm sure there's going to be a part 3. But part 3 is going to be a few months away yet, guys. I'm nowhere near that. When I start using it on the main layout, I am going to be looking towards controlling some of my points off the Z21. But I also want to be able to still use the control panel. I've got a cunning plan for that. I don't know if it's going to work yet, but it's something else I've got in the pipeline. Another thing I wanted to do with this as well is when I start doing some of my DCC mods on my locos, ideally I'd like to add some lights to some of the older Farish stuff, and I'm going to be messing around with CVs and things like that. Don't really know what I'm doing yet, but I'll have a little plod along and see where we go with that one. And with this system, because I can actually show my tablet screen at the same time, I can take you along for the journey as well. And I'll be able to show you what CVs I'm altering, what effects they have, and we'll just go on this adventure together, guys. So that's another reason I wanted to get this system out. It may have its flaws with it being the basic system. I don't know. We'll see how we get on with it, I suppose. But for now, I am pleased with what I've done so far. We'll see you again in part 2. So we'll catch you again later. Bye for now.